This is a quick tutorial on how to use the whip stitch to join two crochet panels. This is great for making tote bags or even pillows. To start, you're going to place your two panels with their right sides facing each other. You're going to need a tapestry needle and a long strand of yarn in a coordinating color. That way, if any of the stitches show through, it shouldn't be too obvious. Your yarn should be at least 1.5 times as long as the distance that you're closing. I'm making a tote bag here, so I'm starting in the upper corner of my piece, and I start by putting my tapestry needle through the corner from the front panel all the way through the back panel, and I'm going through that corner stitch 2 times to secure it really well. Then you can pull your yarn tail and your working yarn really tight to secure it. So for the whip stitch, you're going to be working through both panels, always moving in the same direction. So here I'm going through the front panel and going directly through the back panel, and then pulling the yarn over and across and repeating. And when you finish each stitch, you will pull the yarn really tight, because the tighter you make it, the less you'll be able to see the yarn seam. One thing to look out for is to make sure that you have your pieces aligned correctly. Sometimes people will use little clips to make sure that their panels don't get shifted during this process. Otherwise, you may end up with a piece that's not aligned correctly. So now you'll just continue this process along each side of your piece, and in my case I'll be leaving the top portion open and finishing at this upper right corner. So here I've reached the last stitch of closing up the sides. You can see I've left an opening here for my tote bag. So I'm just going to pull that through, and I'm going to go through that last stitch 2 times just to secure this corner extra well. I'm pulling it extra tight here right before I weave it in to secure the yarn tail, and then I can snip the excess yarn off. And now the moment of truth, we can flip our piece right side out and take a look at these seams. You might need to help fold the seam outward, but you can see here that by pulling those stitches nice and tight, you can't even see the working yarn on our stitches. If you're also working on a tote bag, be sure to check out my tutorial on how to make a thermal stitch handle. Thanks for watching!